we are going to be making flowers. So they're 5-petaled flowers out of paper, origami. So you have 5 sheets of origami paper. So what we're going to do is fold each one into a triangle. Got your folded edge on the bottom. And we're going to do this 5 times in a row because it took me a while to figure out how to do it when I was watching the video, and it went so fast that it helps to do it 5 times in a row so that you can get the hang of it. Okay, so now that you got your triangle, folded edge on the bottom, you're going to fold this one more time. And folded edge on the bottom, the triangle. Triangle. Folded edge. Okay, so we've got 5 of these that are folded now in half. Now what you're going to do, again, keeping the folded edge down here, you're going to use the center fold as a guide and just flip up the bottom edge to the top, just like that. Folded edge comes to the middle. Folded edge comes to the middle. Okay, now this is kind of the trickiest part. So this is your folded edge down here. This is the open part of it right here. Let's see. Okay, so your folded edge, but you're going to take each one of these down, and then you're going to, I call it, it kind of looks like a kite. So you're taking this part down and folding it like that. This one down. Just use that. So this is the bottom edge right here. That becomes what I call, almost looks like the middle of the kite. So that's your folded edge there. That will fold up, and this is the shape you have done. So we'll do that to the rest of them. when you're folding them, you just try to make it as even as possible. If you were to flip this over, you could, it's off a little bit, but if your folds were perfectly lined up here, you know you have you folded it just right. And one more. Again, when I watched the video, they did it so fast that I found this on Pinterest. They did it so fast that I had to keep going back and looking it over. So I thought if I did all these petals one time after the other 5 times, it'd be easier to follow. This looks like a little kite. Just take the top end here and fold it inside. So it's even. Each side. So when you turn it over, this is all flat. This is where all the folding is. Now, this is what it looks like on this side. This is what it looks like on the other. This is the side you are going to glue and then fold it together. So we're going to put some glue right here and glue right here, just on this edge. Don't go past this fold. Just go to the edge of it. Fold it together. And see if you've got it right, if it's gonna look like this when you're done. So that's the edge. And another way to look at this is the folded edge that is getting glued. That. Okay. Set that aside. Again, if you think of that as a kite, kind of like you're just doing it on one side of the kite. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you've got your leaf like this. Okay. This is the edge that you're going to glue, the edges you're going to glue together. You can see that tiny triangle right here. That's where you're going to glue. So what we're going to do is just keeping the open sides on the same side. You're going to just line these up. And keep gluing them one on top of the other. Just making sure your folded sides are on one side The open side is on the other. There you go. Actually, I probably should have separated these with colors so that they're not two colors next to each other. Let's try it again. Yeah, it just wants your edges to be nice together. And remember, it's all the open areas, open side, on the same side. Otherwise, it won't look right, or it won't fold out right. Okay, now we want to let this dry for a while. Just so that you get a nice, they don't fall apart. So as you look at this, it should just fold open like this. So when you get all the way done, maybe it'll hold. Once it's dried pretty well, and I prefer to leave it maybe even a few more minutes, but I'm going to try this. You've got this last edge that needs to come together. Take your fingers in there and just squeeze it together. You should have a nice little flower. Probably should have had the yellow over there, but you can make a flower any way you want, and you can make them with smaller sheets of squares of paper or bigger. I also had some double stick tape. You can put that on the back and stick it on the wall or any place else that you'd like, but have fun with that.